Hello, everyone. Ian living in the Philippines. So today I'm doing a video about Bitcoin. I don't have much idea about this at all, but it's funny we were talking about this in a live. I'm not sure if it was one of my lives or somebody else's live, and because I'd done a video not so long back, and also Simon from Britain Pinoys about having a regular um, income living in the Philippines. And well, I also said about savings, and someone else mentioned funds and Bitcoin. This story that I'm going to tell you now, I think it's old. I've seen it before, but just to let you know, it's a kind of funny story. It'd be funny for us because it's not we're not involved. Again, I found this in the British newspaper, The Star, and it was about a guy who had his, I think what they used to call it, or what they do call it now, I think it's a wallet. You need this wallet, and there's a code or something which you need every time you want to do any transactions or something with Bitcoin. Well, this guy, his partner, threw his hard drive or his disk. That's what all his information is on. She threw that away, and it got taken to the local, we say tip. So oh, it's great. So what I'll do is I'll read through the report that was in the paper. I'll put each thing up on the screen so you can read along with me. So the title here, so a man desperate to recover 500, right, 560 million pounds, which I looked, hang on guys, that's today, is around $630 million. $630 million. The Bitcoin fortune um, from the landfill after a partner chucked drive. So he has this drive with that information he needs to do all his transactions and everything, and it got, I don't, mistakenly thrown away. I'm not sure because we'll go through the report, and there's a few words that we have to look at. So the next one is, so it goes further. We'll keep going. So a man in Newport in Wales who, right, who thinks. So when they're writing that, he's not 100% sure. Anyway, so a man in Newport, Wales, thinks his partner chucked out a Bitcoin fortune worth millions. Is taking legal action against the council so he can retrieve it from the landfill. So I'll show you a picture soon of the landfill. So it's already been filled in. So this is then the man involved, James Howell, and you see there at the bottom is locked in a legal fight with the Newport City Council. I don't know, you see in the background there, they have solar systems on their houses. So, and they go on further. A man is James, who believes he now he says he threw away a life-changing sum, is taking legal action to search through the landfill to try and retrieve it. But James Howells has not been allowed to excavate some of the computer equipment he needs to get his 8,000 bitcoins back that he thinks could be worth a staggering 500 million pounds. Oh, you have to put yourself in it. What would oh, what would you be think? What would you be doing? Especially if your partner threw this thing away. Though the 39-year-old says his dreams of fortune went up in smoke. It didn't go up in smoke, did it? It went a decade ago. So this is 10 years ago when his partner took out a black bin bag containing the computer drive that he needs to access his Bitcoin stash. It remains in a rubbish tip run by the Newport Council in Wales. So again, how did that end up being put in the rubbish bin? And why did they not notice it earlier? So it's something, yeah, say this is 10 years ago. So I've no idea. I mean, this is in the paper today. So obviously, not a lot has changed. So it goes on. James has assembled a team of experts and said he is confident of getting an application from the council to get his claim dismissed, thrown out. So 10 years later, and they're still. So his lost fortune at today's prices makes his Bitcoin worth £569 million, which we said, what would we say, 630 million US dollar. And he has pledged to donate 10% of the proceeds back to the local area. But he said the council has continually refused to engage and says it has dismissed the opportunity to turn new, or he says it has missed the opportunity to run Newport or to turn Newport into Dubai or Las Vegas of the UK. Yeah, I think we'll need a little bit more money than that to get to their standards. That in the UK doesn't matter. It's still a lot of money. So this is the landfill, the tip we call it. So you can see it's already been covered in. So somewhere under there is one plastic bag with millions of other plastic bags that has his hard drive in there, and he thinks he can find it. Um, so James said he didn't want to go down the court route, but claimed a lack of engagement from the council left him no choice. So he believes the fortune could one day be worth £1 billion. Yowza. Yeah, £1 billion that he can't get at. Oh, yeah, I'm a billionaire. Sitting there in his broken jeans and t-shirt. So if his team are eventually allowed in, he said the final haul would be split between expert recovery teams, businesses, and investors. He also pledged to give 10% to the local community to improve the area. But what happens if they don't find it? Who's going to pay for all that? Ah, that's a different question. So James said he has assembled a strong legal team and experts to fight the case, with the first hearing scheduled on December 3 at the Cardiff High Court. This will deal with the strike out application by the Newport City Council. So it's still ongoing 10 years later. Amazing. So he added, this is the last resort. They have continued to ignore my reasonable requests, so legal action is the only course I could take. The assets are legally owned on the property. I am the owner of those. I'm not sure if there is. I'm not sure, but there is. Once you put your rubbish out in the garbage bin, out on the road, it is not legally yours anymore. It belongs then to the council. That was a rule that before, because there were arguments, people putting out their rubbish and other people taking it. You go, hey, that's mine. No, it wasn't. Once you put it in the garbage bin, trash bin, whatever you want to call it, outside your property or out your house, it is not legally yours anymore. So anyway, he said, yeah, the assets are legally owned on their property. I am the owner of those and have that legal right to retrieve my property. I believe I can do so at no cost, or no cost, right? No cost or impact to the Newport Council. Yet they continue to refuse any efforts to engage. Okay, so what he's saying is, a Newport Council don't have to pay anything. All the yeah, but where's he going to get the money from? So if he finds it, it's okay. But if he doesn't find it, so a spokesman for the Newport Council said, Newport City Council have been contacted multiple times since 2013 about the possibility of retrieving a piece of IT hardware said to be in our landfill site. The council has told Mr. Howells multiple times that excavation is not possible under our environmental permit, and that work of that nature would have a huge negative environmental impact on the surrounding area. The council is the only body authorized to carry out operations on that site. Mr. Howell's claim has no merit, and the council is vigorously resisting it. So what they're saying is, yeah, it belongs to the council. Only they are allowed then to do excavation work, and he is not allowed. But I think that's what he's trying to. He's got these experts that are trying to overrule that. So, guys, that is it. So, if you've got something similar in your house, keep it well away from your partner. Apparently, he's not together anymore with his partner. Oh, no, someone would have killed her. I don't know if they had an argument. It doesn't say if they had an argument or something. And she went, well, there you go. Or I don't know, how can it get mistakenly thrown in the bin? Or they done a cleanup sometime and just threw some electrical stuff out and it ended up in the bin. I don't know. But anyway, you see, it's still going. So again, guys, if you have anything like this, keep it well away from your bins. Don't let the wife or anything get at it. So if anything does happen, it's your own fault. So this guy's a millionaire or soon billionaire and can't get any of his money. So guys, that was just a quick one. So again, for all you guys have Bitcoin, be very careful. So guys, I'll leave it at that. I'll catch you then on my next video or my next live. So until then, have a good weekend. It's Friday. Hey, weekend again. Have a good weekend and I'll see you next week. Bye guys, take care and watch your Bitcoins.